is a nonprofit organization serving Montgomery County and surrounding areas, dedicated to the health and well-being of the boxer breed. Lone Star Boxer Rescue is run and managed 100% by volunteers since 1999. Our main objective is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome boxers that come to us from any sources, including local animal shelters, owner surrenders, and strays. For more information about Lone Star Boxer Rescue, visit our website at lsbr.org.
You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us. We know you have so many other places you can, watch live streaming, but this is going to be the best place. You're going to settle down. You'll meet Richard and get to know Richard, and then you'll meet me, and you'll get to know me and be so much happier. And then our guests that come on, we talk to them and try and get to know them so that whenever you see them out in public or you go to their events or anything, you can say, I know that guy. I know that guy. And that empowers us, right? Right. Anyway, who empowers us is Chris Wootton, because he's our sponsor with Wootton Financial Group. And our you're called a guest. No, our guest today is Alex Lozano. Is that
Lozano?
Lozano, because is a girl.
It's like my good. The way
Lozano.
I tell people now is because I always say yes all the time, but now it's like Lozano. No.
Lozano.
No.
Lozano.
No. And
Is it Italian? Is it?
No.
What is
I
it?
get mistaken that for a lot of times, but I tell people, no, my nose is too perfect, so it can't be. I'm just playing, just being stupid.
But
I
you're
get
not
mistaken.
Italian?
I get that all the time. Hey, Alex Lozano, hey, Italiano, hey,
yeah.
Hey, what's up?
And then that's perfect.
Yeah.
See, that's how I remembered it yesterday. I said it right yesterday.
What I like to really say is tell people, you've heard of the Sopranos.
Sopranos,
right?
yeah.
Well, the Lozanos took them out.
Ah.
So, anyway, just being goofy.
See, soprano.
But
yeah,
I get that with Lozano or Lazario or lasagna. I've been called. My name has been torn apart. All sounds like a pasta dish.
That's okay. Just so you call me. That's all I need. You just make sure you call me. But Alex, I told you guys that he was like a talent scout. Now, would that be a proper way to describe you, or how do you describe yourself?
Ooh, wow. Okay. Well, how long is the show?
At least for 55 minutes.
Okay. No, I would say special event coordinator.
Special event coordinator.
Like for instance, if you were the mayor of Conroe and you wanted to put on a big mega festival, let's say something similar to the Catfish Festival. There was probably 100 volunteers or something like that. I could do it with half the team and not lose any of the quality. And I could totally put that in writing because I like to overperform. And because I take so much pride in my work, there's a saying a lot of people don't like to hear this. Too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Ah, yes.
And
too many cooks in the kitchen.
And when there's too many things get, like for here at the station, he's Eisenhower. Okay?
Yes.
I'm General Patton. It has to be that way. And he can be the president, but I am his 4-star general, and it's such a tough.
No way, I'm the shadow government
He's the
of the world.
He's starting his own.
I'm not a general. I'm the guy.
He's a
puppet.
ghost.
I'm the puppet master.
The puppet master.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
But no, an event coordinator, festivals, singer-songwriter showcases. I have my production company, the Texas Songwriters Alliance. My mobile stage is over at the Texas Festival Grounds, which is Danny Taylor. Remember when you checked this out, buddy, talking real good about your place. Right next to Hobby Airport, he has a 30-acre festival grounds and everything you could have. Power, generator,
my word.
stages. He's got really a fantastic setup. Unfortunately, Houston being the second largest city in the world square mile-wise, it's a Hobby Airport. It's on the other side. Might as well be going to Galveston. That's how far it is away.
Oh, yeah.
But I would love to be putting on a lot more events here in Conroe because minus the Catfish Festival and Charlie Diggs, who's probably the best country promoter in all of Texas that I know of, at least in the Houston area. He has his Montgomery Festival and a couple of other things. There's plenty of room. And,
Sure.
Last I heard, there was 52 weekends in the year. So, and I know that they're not all full up with really great events. You know, lots of music, vendors, good sponsors.
And so your town, I mean, who you go out and seek out are people that you've heard of, someone's told you about them, or you go out and just go out and
like for instance,
listen.
I'll give you a fine example of that. My buddy Brandon Nathaniel had a band called Bashook. And he invited,
You have to say that very carefully.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I know, Bashook. And really, really great band. They invited me to a showcase of theirs, and there was a band they were playing called Weird Stories. I'm going, okay, cool. Never heard of them before. What else is new? That's how you discover it.
Right.
I go to, excuse me, phone, let's turn this off here.
Oh, wouldn't mind. See, because
Oh my God,
normally,
Do you even have your Cindy?
I should have done that.
yes, I do.
Oh my God, let me. I should have turned it off before I
See,
got
I
it.
know
I
it's
told
mine.
Yeah.
I told myself I should have.
Here we go. Let's take this moment to teach the old folks about phones.
He's not old folks. I'm old folks.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
Trust me,
so I wanted
just have
to
a really good plastic surgeon.
speaking of this. I had a really great senior moment this morning at the bowling alley where this lady lost her phone, but she knows how to use her Apple Watch. And I was like, oh, perfect. Like great. She knows how to use it to find her phone. And then she's like, well, I think it might be in the parking lot or somewhere around this bowling alley. And I go, oh, am I going to watch this woman search for buried treasure throughout for the next 30 minutes? She's just tapping her phone, listening. She's like, where could this phone be?
That would drive me nuts.
Well, I got worried. I was like, don't go outside in the parking lot. I even offered. I was like, I can go out there. Just give me your watch. I'll go look.
Yeah.
Because I mean, she was older, and so I was impressed by the watch technique. But then I was like, this lady's gonna get hit by a car because she's gonna be looking down at the ground,
Yes.
listening and not paying
And
attention.
having
to
a
being in
gravity
park-
check,
Yeah.
hip replacement
And it
surgery.
was her phone that she was looking for.
Yeah.
And okay.
So I was like, she was halfway there. She's like, oh, I'm using the technology that's offered today. I can find my phone. Really, it says it's here. It says it's around this bowling alley. And I'm like, this is hilarious to me.
That is
Sometimes I like the technology, and sometimes I really don't. Not that I know how to use it or understand
old
it,
school.
but it's just being tracked by everybody in my family, and and I have like 3 or 4 things on me that are tracked. I know they're going to try and have it.
I'm surprised they didn't
sewn to
install
my
an Apple
skin.
tag in your skin.
Yeah. No, they're trying to figure out is there any way to do that legally, but
Well, I don't.
it's-
I think
it's
they legally
scary.
can.
No, you can't. You wouldn't. No, you better not
Yeah.
be able to.
You just say you're a drug dealer, and we got to put a what do they call it?
the
Tether.
Lone Star Cartel.
Yeah, we got to put the tether on you. I think that's what they call
I
it.
used to be an enforcer a long time
Yeah,
ago,
but
See,
that's for another show.
you used to have an Apple Watch though,
I did,
and then I
it-
think I was like, I wish someone could follow you around with the camera watching Cindy try to figure out.
That's
Well,
an
you hear that
accident.
noise? What is that noise? And it's like, it's your watch. What is this?
But it bothered my wrist. It just bothered my wrist.
You can buy different wrist deals.
Well, my wrist
The
sweat.
new
or
thing is
something.
the sunglasses that have all the technology now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was blowing
We
me away. I
have-
was seeing them on TikTok.
We have a blind friend that comes in here, and we talk to her and stuff. And when that first came out, she brought him in, and it was like it was so strange. Were you there whenever she wore the
yeah.
glasses in there?
like a
It was like-
cyborg.
Then I told her, I was like, I'm not hanging out with you with that. Because you could hear it.
tapping.
You could hear it every time she turned on this mode where if she I think if she held her head still and then kind of gradually shook it up and down, it would identify the object or read out what's in front of her. And she has a nervous tick where she tilts her head a lot.
Right.
And so I'm sitting there going like, it's just reading everything. And I'm like, I can't be around you when this is on because I can't even read it because I'm trying to like, I'm listening to your device.
Right.
It's perfect for her.
Funny.
But it's just,
it was.
like, imagine going to like a movie theater and she actually leaves that on. And it's just like, it can't read anything. It's like, can't read.
But what
Stop.
she used it for that she really liked was that whoever walked up close to her, it would tell her who they are.
Yeah. It was cool.
If she's already taken the picture. And if she had no picture or anything like that, then it was just like, who are you? Give me your face. And
Yeah.
but she said she's never done that before. She says, no, I've never felt somebody's face to see if
Well,
you
certain
know,
people,
who they are.
all blind people aren't the same. They all learn a little differently, like everyone else learns differently.
Yes.
So maybe that blind person, ironically, was supposed to be a visual learner. And since they can't see, they have to touch and feel it. And then they're like, now I can visually see who you are.
Uh-huh.
What do you think about that?
I'm saying she said that
She never did. She didn't.
She said,
well, she's not-
I've never touched anybody, I've never
Yeah.
felt somebody's face to find out how they were. And I said, because I picked her hand up one time and I slapped it on my face and said, you know who this is. It's Cindy. And she said, don't make me slap you. I would never do that.
Yeah.
I know by your voice,
Guys, I got a special text just then, and it's something that he corrects me all the time about. So my girl just texts me and says, I'm thinking of you, love you, you rock. Speaking to the microphone.
Yep.
You look sexy. Now you can stop there. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm real bad about it because
He's not-
he tells me, I lean into it, and I get so involved in the music. I apologize. I'm just going to get I'm going to make me a little special brace and just kind of.
Yeah, like one of those dog braces, the dog cones.
Honey, you remember we were talking about the dog collar thing? Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah, because,
Yeah,
okay, so,
I mean, Cindy's gotten a lot better because she's been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
well,
She
yeah,
knows to speak into the mic.
it's my best friend.
Unless there's a guest to her left. And then
Yeah.
she'll totally forget that she's on a radio
Or
show.
he puts me on that camera way over there, which is okay.
Way yonder.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
well,
I'm-
do you know which
I look
camera
a
you're
lot
on right
better.
now?
That one?
See, you don't even know. I'm doing the one from the back of your head. To
Do you
focus on
know,
Alex.
I went
So-
into a 7-Eleven or something like that, and I looked up. I was standing in line. And I looked up at they change all the camera angles, and all of a sudden it came up on the back of my head, and I went, oh, I look like a skunk. There's a white streak down the
Yeah.
back of my.
Yeah.
And I think it's gray. I think it's
Yeah, nothing like realizing your age when you look at the back of your head.
at a 7-Eleven.
That's-
Because the person
did
behind
you immediately leave? Did
Yeah,
you like, I can't believe I'm in public like this.
That's not right. Somebody puts powder on me. No, but it
You know, my favorite,
what?
another thing happened today at the bowling alley is this wife comes up and there's a couple, Lynn and JR, and they're really funny. And she comes up and she goes, oh, hey, just to let you know, JR, he wanted to dye his sideburns. So we tried to dye it and it turned blue. And then since it turned blue, he wanted just to go ahead and color his hair because it just looked insane. And so he comes up and she started laughing about it and she walks away, and then JR comes up and he has a hat on. And I'm like, hey, why do you have a hat on? And then he's like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. I'm like, no, let me see it. Let me see it. And it's like
Bright?
bleach blonde,
blue.
like bright blonde. He
Sounds
overdid
like a
it
Smurf.
to cover up the blue. He covered it
cover it
up.
up.
So imagine like a mid 70-year-old man with just just young surfer dude blonde hair, and he's like, I hate it.
What's up, dude?
I don't even. He's like, I won't even go to church with this on. And I'm like,
Oh no, I don't think they'll allow him.
You can wear a turban.
so I think it'd be fine, Cindy, with a skunk streak behind you.
No.
Add some class to you.
No,
and just say you're toot all the time. Like that was me. I'm a skunk.
no. When I get back from Lubbock,
Yeah.
this lady said, "This is what I got to do. I'm going to streak your hair, so it's going to be great. Streak your hair, and they'll all think everything is a streak." And so I went, Okay, so anyway, I'll be totally different when I get back from Lubbock.
Because you've been doing hair stuff your entire life, right?
Yeah.
Because you've been on camera most of your life.
Right.
So
Yes.
when do you think you're going to give that up? Because like my mom still hasn't given that up, and I asked her that. I was like, when are you going to stop going to the colorist? Like just.
I know my grandchildren. Everybody doesn't want me to do. Are you doing the heart sign to your girlfriend?
Absolutely.
Oh,
He doesn't pay attention.
I am paying attention. I'm a multitasker.
That's right.
No, Alex, do you color your hair?
Sometimes I do, but just for Halloween.
Just
This
for Halloween.
This year will be even more blacker because I think I'm going to go Fred Flintstone because I got that caveman thing working. And my girl's got the Wilma, baby.
And she's gonna
Sorry.
do Wilma.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're going to do for Halloween. I can't wait for a Halloween show.
Oh, y'all doing okay? We need to get back to Alex,
Yes, that would be nice.
Richard. Yeah.
I did. I asked him if he colored his hair. And we just learned that he's going to go Fred Flintstone. What are you talking? I'm the one doing this interview now. We're getting to know Alex.
He always is. He'll start interjecting, and he'll say some of the wildest things, like just
Hey, you know
totally
what?
off the cuff.
I love it. I love it, though.
And so you never know what's going to come out of his mouth. But I'm always having to defend myself because he says, I've got drugs in the back of my trunk. And stuff.
And that's right. And his brutal onslaught of
So, because he doesn't think that people believe me. He thinks they believe him as opposed to me. But I am so much more transparent, honest
Yeah.
than
Sure.
This isn't
No,
a political show right
he's
now. 'cause
very
I'm kinda
he's
getting
very
a-
honest. No, he's
like,
very honest.
Which one is what's?
No, it's just an ongoing joke.
But-
with
Well,
her.
I got to tell you
Alex-
because I answer to him.
Yeah, I'm the puppet master.
Yeah, but this is the Cincy Cochran show, and I have to keep reminding him of whose name's
I know,
up there.
I know.
And I have to remind you who controls the microphone.
That's right.
True.
Yeah.
that's
And the
right.
camera.
And the camera, because he can make me look.
makes us look good.
you
He
know
could
what?
give
No,
us
no,
some-
no, now that
no,
we're
no.
talking about this,
No.
this streak, let's see if I can find it.
You're-
Don't forget, these cameras are HD too. I can zoom.
Oh, don't zoom. please.
Let's- Because didn't I ever ask you that because you weren't around when they introduced HD cameras on the set at channel, because you work for Channel 13, right?
yeah.
But you weren't there when they introduced high def cameras,
Oh no.
because that was
They were still pushing.
You were friends with
around.
Dave Ward, I bet.
Oh yes,
I love him. All those guys, Sarah and Doug. He came to my elementary school. The weatherman, the one who passed away not too long. Doug. God, I can't believe we were going
'Cause-
back years.
well,
Doug Stone, or I don't know.
because I think at that time when they introduced that,
Wow.
the makeup crew didn't adjust immediately. Because I remember when it first came on, everyone looked terrible.
Well, the Ikigami was the name of the camera that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it was so high def
Yeah.
that it brought any kind of
Any-
wrinkles or
Dimples, everything, freckle.
everything.
I remember it. And
Burst
I was
spot.
like, but I remember it.
Scary.
Because
and
when
they
you
didn't know
see
how to
it,
make up for it.
because when you first see it, you always do like something's wrong with the camera, or something's wrong with their makeup, something's wrong with the lighting, like something's off.
Oh,
and it
man.
took them like a year or two just to like really counter it.
But man, everybody wanted the Ikigamis, and so I was the one that had to order, and everybody was like, "Hurry up and order! We want to get the camera in here." I didn't know it was just gonna
Have you been to a set recently?
been to a set.
Yeah, like a news set.
They don't have any cameramen.
It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
I know it's all because
robotic?
usually
Oh,
yeah,
no, so-
usually the anchors would, you know.
Because I went to Channel 2, Channel 13, and then Channel 11 to check out the studios, see how they did all the camera, and because I wanted to see. And I'll never forget, I went into the Channel 13 one, and they were still in the same room. They've been doing it for,
Channel 13 one.
I want to say it was,
Upstairs.
yeah, it was either Channel 13, because I think Channel 11 flooded or something like that, and they were in a temporary place. But this,
Oh, that was big time too. Was it Alicia? You're going back a long time on that hurricane.
But this room is giant because it was built for the original room
Yeah.
where all the people and they could do different things in there. And then when you walk in, it's this giant room, and in the little corner, these two cameras on like these robot pads, and just these two people at a desk, just kind of like
Staring.
no one else is
Real
in the
scary.
room.
No one else. No, it really did
It's
take a
all
lot
automated.
of personality out of it because they would interact with the people behind the camera, and the people behind the camera would yell at
Is there
them or
one
make fun
person
of
at a
them.
control center doing everything?
Yeah, the other control center actually was behind them.
Oh, wow.
So you had to go out the front door, go across like the hallway, and then go in a full horseshoe, and then you're go into a room, and they have all the cameras, and there's like 10 people in there. There's a lot of people in there.
There's probably like
But
20
it's just-
cameras in there.
But it was so funny to me. It's like, this is like, imagine going to work, and you got to sit by one person, and there's just
Sitting all by yourself.
and you're kind of like for an hour and a half, you're in a room.
And you have to act like there's somebody maybe like,
Yeah.
you know, like-
You're just that's so wild to me.
You know, I'd probably be really good at that because of all my multiple personalities and my friends. You know, have you ever seen the movie Sybil?
Are they
She had 14. I only have like 7.
your special friends?
They're my special, extra special friends.
Okay.
You know, ones that I used to interact with when I was a little kid, and I'm just playing around. I'm just totally goofing, but no.
But you're not
I
lonely
don't-
anymore, though. You have the girlfriend, and she's talking to you.
No,
so
she's
no.
military grade. Trust me, it's just like she's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Military grade. I
In
never
my
heard someone describe military grade.
That's
And
That's the
it's
highest.
somebody's
especially in
able
an
to-
affectionate way.
in
It
a
is
very,
very affectionate way, yeah.
I'll
'Cause
never
when I
forget
use it,
when
I'm
we were
like-
when we were first going out, I was playing with her, and I was telling her because she knows I'm a big fan of UFC and a disciple of Bruce Lee, and I had her believing that I had a UFC cage, and says, I can't wait to get you in the octagon because I'm going to put you in a rear naked choke, but it's going to be one of those lovey-dovey, affectionate rear, and then an arm bar and a Kimura. And she's like, what is that? I'm going to show you. And then when she gets over to my house in my backyard, she goes, where's your UFC? Baby, I was just playing around with you. I don't have no.
Into the mic.
I don't have a cage for you to fight with. I was just messing with her, you know. But she's I call her karate Pilates because she does that 2 or 3 times a week, and she's super. My girl is super
Fit.
powerful. I mean, I think she can kick my butt, and I
Oh
admit
yeah.
it.
So you better be nice. It's good that
I
you're being
will.
nice
That's
to
why-
you.
Yeah, that's right.
good.
Well,
But Alex,
yes, dear.
Yes. Now let's get back to you before
Yes.
the show's over.
Sure.
You started. When did you start going around Montgomery County, kind of garnering and getting all the talent up that you could? And
Well,
and start-
actually, since 1994, not mostly around the Houston Metroplex area and the outer parts, Spring, and it's just been over the last 5-10 years. Like my good buddy Paco Perez and his band, the Heavy Honeys, they have a weekly open mic at Corner Pub, one of our favorite places here in Conroe.
Yes,
And
yes.
I know they support the music scene over there, and it's really great. I just haven't had time to go up there, but I've
that'd
gone
be
up
a
there
perfect
before,
place
and-
to for people coming through.
I came real close to pulling off. I'm still wanting to do like a music pub crawl like they do, but with the music. Like I've got rock, alternative, country, Heritage Park. I believe it's going to happen sooner than later. I'm just waiting to hear back from the mayor and his team so they can cut me loose so I can do more stuff here in Conroe. And I just don't know all of the right people to put on the big events and stuff. You know, I know what it costs to put them on and how much sponsorship money I'm going to need to pull it off and who's going to pay for rain and event insurance. But my love for music drives me. I also lead my own 3-piece progressive acoustic rock band called Acoustic Halo. And I do a thing on my 12-string guitar in drop C tuning called percussive finger tapping. And it's very, like Eddie Van Halen was known for.
Right.
But his is more lead. Mine is more outer space. I tell people that if they were watching me play the guitar the way I play it 40, 50, 60 years ago, they'd be throwing holy water on me. Because it was just, people are just, it's out there. I never, and almost never play any of my songs the exact same way, but I have a world-class rhythm section, drummer of the year. My shout out to Jonathan Francis, the bass ninja. He's from Conroe. He's my bass player. I used to have a band called Power Soul, a short-lived band, but now with Acoustic Halo, I have Jonathan Francis, my bass ninja, and drummer of the year, Joseph Newmoons, who is also going to be here for the Halloween show with his band, Bad Trip. He also is the drummer for Horizon Shift, a female-fronted band, and 3 or 4 other bands. He's like a prolific
Good
drummer, and he
grief.
runs the 290 location of the Francisco studio. So yeah, shout out to my band, Acoustic Halo.
Now, where do these people record?
Oh gosh, all the major studios. I mean, the biggest one that I've always known of, the Big Bopper and Buddy Holly is recorded there, and I think even Zeppelin did some stuff. There was Sugar Hill Recording Studios.
Sure.
To do legendary big budget, but now, you know, he can have a whole full studio set up there like he does, and record the bands and live from Lone Star Community Radio, you know, and you know, so I'm planning on doing a bunch. I have some ideas for some live CDs to raise money for Lone Star Community Radio and do well and do good at the same time, because this is what I do full time, and I'm about to start a really forward thinking podcast, like I was telling you, and I didn't even ask Kim's permission. I just pulled her down the rabbit hole, and I says, I am going to start this, and I went ahead and made a logo for it. I can't wait to show you the logo. You haven't seen it yet, right?
No, I
wait
didn't know
till you
anything
see
about
the
it.
logo. It's an amazing logo, and I'm going to have my car wrapped. But with that, like I was telling you before, it's not my way, it's not your way, it's a higher way, a better way, and that is Stephen Covey. The 7 Highly Effective Habits of Success. That is his
That
most
he just passed
awesome.
away.
That's right. Not just a few years ago. And
I thought it was just.
no,
I thought that was just recently he got passed.
I guess within the last 3 to 5 years. But that was always my favorite quote, because you
Yeah.
either get that
He was
or you
amazing.
don't. And to me, that means working together. You know, not my way,
sure.
not your way, a better way, a higher way.
Yeah.
And you know, because we're in times right now where the earth is on fire, and music takes you to a whole nother place.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
you always has the excuse, we didn't start the fire.
yeah, right.
See, so there's always
exactly.
a song lyric that you can always point to for stuff.
That's so true. And my Kimberly, she always she's fascinated by my musical knowledge, which I think is, look, I was just raised by the radio, and I hear these songs, and I'm able to tell her the band, what year that album. Like Def Leppard's very first record was On Through the Night, and they were all still teenagers when they were out of Sheffield, England. And you know, there's a big story that I think it was Polygram Records, one big major record label. Their A&I guy got a demo tape, videos, everything from Def Leppard. Said, man, these guys aren't going to do nothing. They're horrible. They're never going to do anything. 100 million records later,
Yeah.
and still filling up stadiums. That guy got fired. You know? Just like the guy who said, whose parents told the kid, I don't like that Mark Zuckerberg. I think that Facebook thing is not going to do anything. The money that he put into it, which is just a few $1,000s, would have been worth like 20, 30 million. So sometimes it's not always good to listen to your parents.
True.
Saying.
They don't know everything.
But I just have a big love for music and the local scene. I mean, all of the guys, as God is my witness, they're all like little brothers to me. I try to always be there for them. I even tell them, I don't want to bail you out of jail, and I won't, but I'll pick you up, I'll take you to Whataburger, and I'll drive you home. If that's not a friend.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
once we're dead, we really won't give a you know what.
No.
All we have are our memories. So make as many as you can, and
Yeah.
like being in this position here, being interviewed by you, and being able to work with this guy here, because this guy is a beast. I mean, he puts it together. He does it. I mean, let's
not
put it
listening to a
together.
word you
He's
say.
a
Look.
MacGyver. He wears all the hats. He wears all the hats, and
It's Puppet Master.
puppet master, exactly.
Puppet
you know?
Master. He's sitting there thinking, wait, no, he's not calling me the
But,
right thing. Oh,
So
he is great.
I got my start, and the very end of 93, 94, there was a venue called Millennium, and their thing was rocking Houston into the future. I was one of the security guys there, I think making $6-7 an hour, but you know, all the pretty girls and all the free shows. And
Oh, yeah.
I got to hang out with Don Dokken and the lead singer for Pantera, after they broke up, and it was real exciting and stuff. And there was I told Kim I wasn't going to go into this, but there was an altercation at the venue. And after it was all said and done, I wasn't working security anymore. Basically, a skirmish happened. I got jumped by 3 guys. I handled myself very well, and
3 guys.
And then 3 guys at least, and it happened. I only had to hit one of them, and next thing you know, because I was outside of the venue, it's private. It's to the public. It's not the club or anything. I'm able to defend myself. And anyway, to make a long story short, I got the better of all 3 of them. And James said they were going to sue me. James Craig, the multimillionaire owner, who the club was kind of like a write-off. He had a girlfriend that looked just like Olive Oil. We didn't get along. Her name was Angela, but I mean, serious, Olive Oil. And I, about a week later, he goes, they said if we fire you, they're not going to try to press any lawsuit. They didn't have any right to do it. He was just telling me that and going, why don't you try to do something to promote the club or a promotion? And to me, at the time, a promotion was a job promotion, not promotional concepts, not how to manipulate the media, all the things I know now. And when radio people say, they're like, I love it when I go to radio stations and they bring in their voice people. And they want me to spend thousands of dollars on the radio because they're so proud of their radio station because they're Clear Channel and Live Nation or whatever.
Right.
And then I get on the mic and I go, I don't need you to help me do void. I do my radio voice and I do like 3 or 4 of them. And they're like, the guy gets up, walks away, and goes, you're a dick. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't need you.
I can do this better than you.
I can, better or different. I mean, I don't need somebody telling me. I love being a producer. Another funny thing I want to tell you too, I am dead serious because of the love story that me and Kim have. I said, I want to make this into a movie. She said, Netflix series, bank. And I was like, okay. I mean, because it is a pretty funny story. And the fact that you hear people coming back into other people's lives,
right,
10, 15, 20 years, but 25 years? And we have been inseparable. It's been like we celebrated 5 months this past weekend.
Oh, my goodness.
And she's just the best thing. When they say that, what was that movie? I forget it. She really does make me a better man.
Right,
And she inspires me to do more stuff. She's like, you need to ask for more money. She's like, let me talk to Dick. And I was like, no, you don't need to talk to Dick. I'm just playing. But, she's that kind of, she's that kind of girl that watches your back and goes, you're rocking out, He's like, you're a number 1 draft pick. And I went, oh, okay. I mean, she makes me feel like that, and she means it. And then she gets me on the bicycle. I have never felt more healthy for a type 2 diabetic than I have. We swim. We're not up to the mileage that I want to. But like I said, I'm 59, but the mind says 40, but the body's like, no, you're like 61. No.
I could have babysat you. You're not old at all. 59 is not old at all.
Yeah, well, I don't feel it. I know I'm a Toys R Us kid. Everybody will tell you that.
Yeah,
I don't try to hide that at all. I'm
Yeah.
just into what I do. I love and care about the people around me. Shout out to all. I think Facebook allows you 5,000 friends, right?
I didn't know they had a
Yeah, they have a
on it.
limit, 5,000. I'm almost guaranteed that I've actually met over 3,000 of them. Because when I go to tag people, whatever, I'm like, oh my God, and I can memorize where I've met most of these people. It's just because, like I said, I'm a professional jabberjaws, and people are out there going, Dick is on, I mean, seriously, people have paid me, cut checks for me just to shut up, and I'm cool with that.
Just to shut up?
Just to, Alex, here's $2,000. Just, I'll see you in 3 weeks. Okay, I win.
That's right.
Yeah, because I have something. I have something to say, and
sales technique.
And now more than anything, with this platform and soon to be my hopefully world famous podcast from Houston, Texas, that we're gonna create more of a scene, more opportunities for everybody involved. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that TikTok stuff, I'm not saying I'm getting addicted to watching it, but it's got some stuff on there.
Yes, it
I
does.
mean, I wish I would have thought of TikTok. I ain't lying, but something else. But
I know, but the Chinese, they just beat you to it.
right, exactly.
It's hard to fight that.
Right. But just all the amazing tools that we have, and being able to do what you love. Now, there's a myth, and people have been saying this, I guess, for a couple of 100 years. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. Let me tell you about that. That is a crock of boop. Let me tell you why. I'll make it real simple. You work twice as hard because you have pride in what you do.
Right, but do you? But
Pin
wait,
drop.
but wait. Pick that back up. Now, if you love what you're doing, and they say you never work a day in your life, it's just that it doesn't seem like work. You love it, so it's not like the work that
well, it's not
people.
like digging ditches and stuff, but no, but
The connotation of work
well,
is like hard sweat.
No, because it's a lot of it is a thankless business that I do. And it's like spitting into the wind when you're dealing with people that are corrupted in their heart or the way they carry themselves. There's a reason why I have letters of recommendations from Texas Children's Hospital, the United Way. I've got a ton of them, and they all say the same thing, that, I love what I do. And it's important because I'm not over there going, hey, man, you better write me a good letter of recommendation, or
Yeah.
I'm not going to get on the Cincy Cochran show. Cindy, you better write me a good one, girl. You know, what's up? And
You're not gonna give me one of those forms though that you fill out and then
no,
you put up on your
that's funny too,
Facebook.
because they go, why don't you fill it out? Well, you already know you're my buddy and I love you sponsoring you. So no, you have to write it, and you don't have to make it like I paid you. Just tell them the truth. I
Right.
get the job done. I don't Mickey Mouse bullshit, but I'm also extremely silly and lighthearted, and I can take it. Matter of fact, I can dish it out, but I can also take it. So, I mean, whatever. Like, I have friends that are on one side of the aisle political-wise, and I'm on the other one. I'm not even going to go into that at all in any way, shape, or form, because I'm able to separate the artistry from the, I'm not this, she's not that, the economy this, blah, 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 blah.
Well,
I don't
you
care.
see,
We're all human
a lot
beings.
of the artists are pulling away from that, and when somebody's interviewing them and trying to get them to say something, they go like, "Nope, I'm just going to sing, and that's what I'm going to do," and people can decide what they want to
Like I
decide.
said, I don't want to do that with the radio show, my podcast. It's all going to be music, positivity. I mean, I'm this close to starting my own network, the Positivity Network, where anything negative on my TV, television show, whatever,
Ain't gonna
I'll
happen.
axe you, download it, shoot you with a particle beam cannon, whatever I got to do to destroy that negativity. I don't have time for it, because once you're dead, once again, what? You won't give a you-know-what, because you'll be dead.
Right.
And life is it. I told Kim the other day, and I mean this truthfully, that I'm trying to pack 20 years in the next 10, because between a fast-moving Chevy, some crazy psycho out there who's too lazy to get a job, and I'm walking to my ATM machine being all happy listening to Def Leppard, give me your money, what I do. I mean, there's 1,000 ways to die, and I just told her that. I said,
1,000 ways
I
to
want to.
die.
I just feel like I've wasted some valuable time by worrying about what other people think, and those days are over, big time.
That's wonderful. That
So-
certainly relieves your,
It does.
your shoulders
it does.
from
and
all
and
that.
me, what I want to do is
guilt and
eventually, I want to put on at least 2 or 3 events a year in Conroe that are newsworthy, and I have the right ideas. I just need some sponsors. Just a couple of $100,000. We can do some amazing things. For me, it's the size of the show. Do you want an A+ show? Or do you want 2 turntables and a microphone? That's a C-. That's whatever. You pay for what you get.
Right, but you feel like in Conroe, there may be the venue that you could use, the one you said that is over.
All of them ones that want to participate, and just all depends on how far they want to get involved, because I mean, guess who gets to keep all of the liquor and beer sales? Not me. So.
Well, it seems like
This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, especially since I went to Spring High School, and Conroe's really not that far away, and I love this city.
You went to Spring High School? Okay.
Many moons ago.
You're not that old.
Well,
I mean, 59 is...
compared to, a lot of my friends in the music business, I feel, but like I said, I still play Call of Duty. And it's funny because I use it mostly, and I tell these kids, because you wouldn't believe how they rage. I mean, I hear controllers busted. When they find out how old I am and I'm playing at a high level, I use a weapon called the Venom X. This is funny real quick. I call it the Booger Bazooka. And because I like to make up lyrics and I write songs and I do a lot of improv, these guys take the game so seriously, right? And me, they don't know that I'm using it as pain management. And the more I ruffle your feathers, the more enlightened I become, the more joyful, because I'm going stuff like this. They say, like, I'll bust a cap in you, sleep with your mom. And I'm going, do you kiss your mom with that mom? What'd you say about my mom? I tell them old school stuff, like I call them Gumby lips.
Right.
I say stupid, dumb. I say the most dumbest, most hooked on phonic, retarded stuff you say. And they're like, wow. Like, hey, man, easy, chocolate cowboy. What is that supposed to mean? I don't know. I'm just saying. You can do whatever you want to with it. But what they don't know is because of my neuropathy, it's pain management for me now. Like I get it like a few hours before I got here. I was a little nervous, be on the Cincy Cochran show, and haven't been interviewed since I did something with PBS a long time ago, and that was forever ago. And my mom was like, "What are you nervous about, man?" I'm like, "I know, Mom, but still, I'm human. I get nervous."
I thought she'd say, like,
I don't know the lady that well. And
you should have said, "Have you seen her show?" I always tell people that I'm trying to invite and interview them. First, watch the show. Just make sure that you understand. I'm not going to do any gotcha questions, or it's going to be finding out about you, and we're just going to have a conversation like we were sitting.
That's what I love about it. And that's why every time I do mention my show and stuff like that, be sure to check out the Cincy Cochran show before Audio Impact on Lone Star Community Radio.
Well,
supports.
That's right, and support. I don't know what kind of phone calls you may get, because I did a video on my Cincy Cochran Show Facebook page, and I was talking about who's coming, and we've just seen each other, and I see you bringing in musicians.
Right. We're making a community calendar for music news as we speak. We're just trying to put it together and going to be finding some sponsors hopefully here real soon. But like I was telling you before, I'm all about the alliance part,
Well, that's what I said. You want to be sure and watch Alex Lozano, because he's someone who's really looking out for talent and looking to see if there's talent that he might be able to use on his show and that kind of stuff. And so be sure and listen so you can find out how to get in touch with him.
Could I give him my number? Would that be
Please,
okay?
It's okay
contact
with
me if you need any kind of band management, you want to put on a festival, any kind of special event to a high tier, whatever. My number, you can reach me 713-540-3534. That's Alex Lozano with the Texas Songwriters Alliance. Please tune in to my show every Thursday night at 7 p.m. here on Lone Star Community Radio. And Cindy, thank you so much. You're such a classy lady, and I'm so glad. You're the first show person that I've met here. I mean, I know Dick,
right?
And I know Cindy, and I'm cool with that. I mean, I could go the rest of, unless you're willing to help me bury a body. People are just basic friends. So I'm just kidding. My Uncle Bob doesn't own a pig farm, by the way. So
well, I I just didn't know exactly all the different types of talent. Was it just singers or musicians, bands, or whatever?
Singers, songwriters, tribute bands, whatever you want. I've got all the access to all the equipment, festival grounds. Like I said, the Texas festival grounds, Danny Taylor's place. Once again, it's all the way by Hobby Airport.
Right.
But I'm hopefully that the radio station, Lone Star Community Radio, the city of Conroe, and the Visitors Bureau will eventually get together and maybe put on some bigger events here. I've seen a couple of concerts at that Heritage Park, and that's a perfect place.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Place.
I love it. You sit
Yeah.
back there, you listen to the Eagles tribute band. Everybody's having a good time.
No,
But I do really
awesome.
appreciate you inviting me on your show. You're a very classy lady, and I'm looking forward to becoming better friends with you.
Did you hear what he said, Richard? Okay. You didn't shake your head. He didn't go like that anyway. Okay, so that's good. Oh, no. We only have 3 minutes left. So where can they see you at an event? Where can they see
I do not have anything put
Coming
together right now. I'm practicing with my band. Please go like and follow Acoustic Halo. And
Acoustic
we'll be playing
Halo.
Acoustic
That's nice.
Halo. Yeah, we're a Christian progressive acoustic rock band, and I think sometime around December we might be on the show, which would be weird.
Oh,
I might have to
perfect.
bring you in as a special guest host to ask me on my show.
Yeah.
Would that be cool? I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't want
Look,
to. I feel so weird hosting and playing. Oh, this is my song, and I'm your host, and this is my song. So
Isn't it great?
we'll
well,
talk.
that's great.
We'll
That's
talk
great.
about it and stuff.
Well, but anyway, you're we want people to get to know who you are. You do have a show on here, and it's on
Thursdays,
Thursday
7:00.
at night.
Yes, ma'am.
7:00. Okay, and so whenever you start going live, that's going to be fun for you.
I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, my podcast is going to be a little bit something different, but I know that Lone Star Community Radio is working for the near future to be able to do live remotes and stuff like that as soon as the Puppet Master is ready. and I call him Fearless Leader.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I say.
Oh,
like
please.
the old Bullwinkle commercial.
I
Yeah.
gotta live with this guy 3 days a week. Don't be
that's
calling
right,
him a
that's right,
fearless leader for crying out
I'll
loud.
send over somebody from my crew, the Lozanos.
Okay, what are you gonna say?
We need to wrap this up.
Okay, I'm wrapping it up. Okay, thank you again, Alex, and we'll hopefully see you a bunch.
All right, thank you so much, Cindy. We really
You can see him every Thursday at 7 p.m.
That's right.
Well, I mean, I want to see him in here live.
Also, do not forget, Lone Star Community Radio is a 501c3 nonprofit, and they take donations. Send a check. Go to the website.
Cindy, see, he does a great job doing that.
You know.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted him on your show, so you can learn about that.
because I just feel like they're going to enjoy the show so much. They're gonna like, how can I be a part of that show?
Just be
I just got to send some money in.
Yeah,
That's all you got to do.
That's
But
right.
I'm not going to.
$5, $500, $5,000. Bring it.
At least.
And also too,
500.
we are going to be in the next few weeks. I'm going to be selling tickets for a guitar signed by Robert Sarzo of the famous rock band Hurricane, and we're going to try. The goal is to raise just a couple of $1,000s, real quick. One for the radio station, and the other 1,000 will buy 10 acoustic guitars, because I'm going to start a music initiative program for kids that don't have
You
anybody
have
caring
got
about.
so many programs. You were just oozing with so many programs you're going to be having to do. But I do have to thank our sponsor. Yes. Sponsors are important. Wootton Financial Group. And also tomorrow is Bob Smiley. He is a well-rounded...
He's a comedian.
And he smiles a lot.
World renowned. I couldn't think of that.
There you
He's
go.
world renowned comedian, Christian comedian, and you just gotta. Everybody that knows him, you gotta be here. And
Tune in
he
for
has so
the
many
funny.
fans. Oh, it's so good. And listen, first responders, we love you. We admire you. Thank you so much for being who you are. And call somebody you love. Okay? Yeah.
Every week, people ask the same two questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cincy Cochran Show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cincy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with the Cincy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
God's Garage is a 50